Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Garrison Arena in Pendleton, South Carolina for tonight's the first matchup of the Federated Arena League between the Palmetto Colts and the Atlanta Furious. Captains for tonight, for the Furious, number 75, Antonio Phillips, number 4, William Morgan, and number 41, William Hamill. And captains for the Colts appears to be number 1, Pat Oglesby. It looks like number 8. It's kind of hard to see the numbers. It's either 8 or 9. I think that might be 9.
It's a little quiet here, Zach.
Yeah. So it looks like the Colts will receive to start the evening. Kind of an interesting setup. There's supposed to be goalposts here, but apparently there are none. So looks like we'll be playing tonight without field goals. As here comes the rest of the Colts entering the field.
These guys, Zach, are just a bunch of guys that want to play football.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of them are beyond having that dream of making it into the pros. Some of them still do, and they want to try this out to try their talents. But most of them are beyond that, and they just love playing the game. So they have an opportunity here with this game, playing a fun indoor game, not quite as big a deal as a 100-yard field.
Yeah.
And they just want to play, and they have a passion for the game. So we'll see what happens tonight. Have no idea what to expect, but
I feel sure I'll be fine.
It will be fun. Arena football is always fun.
Yeah.
And this new federated league, because there's new arena leagues every year, because it's hard to support doing something like this. Just paying for an arena is a big cost. And we're lucky to be in TA Garrison Arena for this game. And, we hope this league survives. Only a few teams. There's, 4 or 5 teams in this league that'll play each other a couple of times. Only 6 games during the year. But who cares? They're just out here to play. We're out here to bring it to you, a good local sport here in the Anderson County area.
Yeah, kicking off tonight for the Furious looks to be number 80. That would be James Hunter. It also appears that they don't have a T. So someone will be.
They're allowed to use, yes. You polished up on your rules. That's good, Zach. You're allowed to use a 1-inch T. And as Zach mentioned, no field goal posts tonight. I think they're supposed to have them for the next game. They're going to hang them from the ceiling, which is interesting in itself. But you don't really need them too much in this game. Hardly any kicking. There's no punting. There is some field goal attempts, but a lot of teams don't have that kicker. They use that spot on the roster for an athlete type of guy, and he's one of them. James Hunter's listed as a wide receiver. So here we go.
Fielded at the 5. And still on his feet, running around the edge. He's got a lot of space down that left sideline. Still on his feet, drugged down.
Still not
Still
down.
going. Finally whistled down inside the 20. Football came out at the end of the play.
I believe that was after the whistle. Van Conyers for Palmetto. Getting the game started. A little electricity there. Looked like he was down way back at the 15. Winds up getting it almost to the other 15. They're at the 17. Very good, or 18. Very good field position to start for the Colts.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. quarterback, Mark Littlejohn.
Oop. There, that play was a big mess. The receivers are allowed to take off early, but they still can't cross the line of scrimmage before the snack. Maybe I'm hungry. The snap. And just bad communication there between Littlejohn, the receiver, and the snapper. All of them.
You can't get into my phone. You don't have a password. You're going to take pictures.
They'll try it again. Didn't look like they gave him any penalty on that thing. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
Should have been a 5-yard penalty.
It also looked like he was off a little early.
They'll let him do that.
That's a fumble. That ball came out at the end. And they're going to whistle him down.
Down or the arm moving forward. One or the other. Yeah, one official saying the arm was moving forward.
Okay, so that'll be an incomplete pass, and we'll do it again, 2nd and 10 from the 18.
But Littlejohn, and he has some experience in the arena game. He's been a quarterback on teams before, but you learn in the arena game pretty quickly, Zach, that you got to get rid of the ball very quickly. You don't have much time at all to stand around.
Yeah, you can't. Just a lot of hesitation there from Littlejohn. Very violent around that wall, too.
They love that. It's a highlight in the arena game. Conyers, the man in motion again. They go for him. He's got it.
Yeah, that's caught and drugged down inside the 5. That was Van Connors.
So he had the good return. Now has the first big reception, and the Colts in business.
So
4-yard line.
1st and goal from the 4. Handoff right up the middle, and he's dragged down right at the 5. So maybe, if anything, he lost a yard.
That's Bobby Kinnebrew. He's another guy that's been out here for a while on different teams, and he's a worker. I mean, he, once he gets his body in motion, he will plow some people over. Not that time. They stacked him up.
Yeah, no gain. We'll do it 2nd and 10, or 2nd and goal now from the 4. In the shotgun again. So they'll stay trips. Of course, like we said in Arena League, Connors will be in motion here before the snap. Handoff. Or actually, no, keeper.
And he's not getting anywhere.
And also dragged down around the 4, maybe the 5. So it's going to be 3rd down.
The Fury is playing some tight defense so far, especially in the middle. They're not allowing anything up the middle at all. We've seen that on a couple attempted quarterback runs. Zach, you still with us? And nothing opening up offensively except that one play to Conyers. Now it's big 3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 4. So they'll go stick with that trips formation. Again, Connors will be in motion before the snap. Looking to throw your own 3rd down. 3rd down, pressure coming, fires into the end zone, batted up the air and almost caught off the deflection, incomplete, intended for Connors. It's going to be 4th and goal. And I guess they don't have really no option but to go for it here.
That's the way it goes in the arena game. You just keep going. Boy, that was a good play. Well defended. The defender probably shielded Conyers a little bit from that ball because he cut in front of him. But they could have had 6 right there.
Atlanta bench trying to make some noise by banging on the wall. Or at least the so-called bench area. Not exactly a bench down there, but I guess you can call it the sideline. Hunter's in motion again, looking to throw. Looks to his left,
Oh, boy,
still
he had a
under
man
indecisive.
open. Still has a man
Now
open.
fires one to the end zone, and almost caught incomplete. Fell down. It looked like number 7.
It is Floyd Barkis.
Yeah.
And he was wide open going all the way across the end zone from side to side, and then he tripped, it looked like on a seam in the carpet, and went down. No defense caused that, and He did not make the play, so the ball goes over to the Furious.
Yeah, so Colts can't score, so it'll be 1st and 10 Atlanta from the 4. It looks like now they got some chairs down there for the opposing team.
But a lot of logistics that go into playing in one of these games. And usually the head coaches are the ones that are in charge of all of that, in addition to taking care of getting their team ready.
Looks like one of the sticks is also looking a little
beat up.
Yeah, starting to come apart a little bit. Atlanta will go trips to the right here. First down, they'll hand it off. And that's a good tackle right there. That was number 0.
Jamar Brown.
Jamar Brown.
Got into the backfield. Excellent tackle.
2nd down now from the 4.
William Morgan is the quarterback. Stocky guy.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's a bigger guy. Also a little short, if I might say, for a quarterback. I'll go trips to the right here again. Man in motion around the edge. And they're going to go deep. He almost slipped on the carpet. He'll fire one down the field. That pass is incomplete.
Well, he had him if he would have let him. But that's tough when you roll that way as a left-hander and try to throw that way. That is tough throwing across your body.
And on top of that, there's not really a lot of room here to lead a receiver across the field because on top of it being shorter, only 50 yards, it's also a lot more narrow than a normal football field would be.
So 3rd down.
3rd and 10 from the 4. Likely a pass, but they got to be careful because not really a lot of room to move here.
.650 to go in the first quarter. Clock pretty much runs all the time in these arena games.
Fumbled the snap, picks it up. Now he's just going to try to improvise the best he can. He's actually got some room, and the wall comes falling apart as he's shoved into it, whistled down. He'll be marked down a little short of the 1st down marker, looks like about the 13.
Yeah, once he hits those walls, he's out of bounds.
Almost put the whole wall down with it.
He did.
So should be 4th down now.
That was pretty good recovery by Morgan there after the fumble.
Yeah.
To get out to the edge and pick up good yardage to put this in a manageable situation on
somehow the most botched play so far has been also their most successful one. Considering the fact that only got about 8 yards. So it'll be 4th down.
Three receivers, nobody in motion this time.
He's going to look to run it here and he ain't going nowhere.
Well covered.
Yeah. So the Colts had that one covered, and they'll take over on downs, and they'll have great field position. Starting from I think they'll have it,
right
from
at the 10.
Right at the 10. So.
Michael Jamison made that tackle, came in from the defensive backfield. As we have our first stoppage of the clock now. I guess there's a timeout with 5:18 to go in the first quarter. A lot of action to our right. Basically down inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Most of the action has taken place so far.
Yeah. Still can't believe the Furious' most successful play came on a play where they fumbled the snap as the down marker now falls over. Get someone over there to pick that up. Honestly, I'm not real sure who they even have down there working the chains. It looked like they just kind of found some people.
Yeah, telling them now to bring it up where it's supposed to be, out at the 10-yard line. I guess, what are they doing, putting it over the fence now rather than on the field? But you don't really even need them now. It's a first and goal.
Yeah, it's a 1st and goal. I mean, with it being at the 10, I mean, theoretically, you possibly could get a first down, but at that point, you'd be on like the 1 inch line. So Colts will have this one. Looks like they'll have they'll change up the guy in motion. This time it'll be Burgess.
Everything to the right side.
Yeah, all trips right. Little John gonna look to throw here. Fires one too high and incomplete. He was looking for
Conyers,
who's been the star player for the Colts. And it'll be second down and goal from the 10.
They never restarted the clock.
Time clock operator's not paying any attention. Still sticking with trips to the right here.
Conyers in motion.
Little John going to throw, fires one across the middle field. That's caught, heading to the end zone. Is he in?
What's the ruling?
He's short
Oh,
by about a yard. So it's going to be third and goal from the 1.
boy, that was awful close to getting in. But a nice play with Barkis cutting across the middle. Was that 7 or 1? That was Oglesby who made that play.
So third and goal from the 1, still in the shotgun. Still sticking with trips to the right, this time no one in motion. Now Burgess will go in motion. Quarterback keeper here for Little John, and he's swallowed up in the backfield.
They're going for that football, too.
Yeah, loss of about 3 or 4 on the play. It's going to be fourth down and goal coming up for the Colts.
Lost a few yards. And probably the worst thing about that, Zach, is the carpet seams coming up, because that could hurt somebody if they get caught in that. So we'll have to keep an eye on the field.
You can kind of see parts of it that are coming up, even parts on the left side of the field, which honestly have barely even been touched tonight. So that might get to be an issue later on in the game. So it'll be fourth down and goal. Of course, they'll go for it because they really have no other options. This time, Oglesby will be in motion.
Ooh, he got hit hard, too.
Little John's will look to throw here. He's going to look to run it now, and diving touchdown! Little John scores the first points of the game for the Colts, and it's going to be 6-0, pending the conversion.
Well, he had a man off to the left, but he decided to keep it himself, and on the dive just did get in. So now, without kicking involved, 2-point conversion attempt.
I do believe, if I read my rules correctly, they can't actually attempt a 1, 2, or 3-point conversion in this league without kicking an extra point. So, don't know if this is a 1 or a 2. Oglesby will go in motion again here, looking to throw his penalty for the conversion. He'll loft one to the end zone. Got it!
That's a beautiful catch right there.
Knocking over the wall in the process, but it will be a 2-point conversion. That was Burgess. Barkis.
Nice grab. Went up high, came down right through the wall. What a hero. I mean, it's one of those highlight tape things.
Yeah. So 2:33 left in the first. It's 8-0 Colts in front of the Furious.
So the clock stops again on the scoring.
Yeah.
So 2:33 to go in a quick-moving first period.
Kicking off is Sharik Daniel, I do believe it is.
Sharif
Daniel. Back deep to return for the Furious is going to be Fabian Forrest. Like it fell off the tee there. Nice kick footed about the 4 from Forrest. And he's right up the middle.
Oof. Oh,
Brought down across the 20, 25 to about the 23.
Ronald Bracey stopped that momentum quick after he crossed midfield. Nice tackle.
So the Furious will take over 1st and 10 from the Colts' 23-yard line.
Extra football came loose there. Kind of like that Palmetto Colts football.
Yeah.
The gray with the orange stripe.
The Furious coach is also very animated down there.
Yes, he is.
Also, kind of interesting the fact that they have the coaches on the field. Looking to throw here on 1st down. Fires one that's complete.
Ooh,
Lost the football.
Who's got it?
It's still loose. I think the Colts recovered it.
They
Yes,
got
they
it.
did. So Colts will take over across their own 25 at the 23.
Boy, that was another big hit in the defensive backfield for the Colts. Their DBs are playing very well so far.
So Colts will take over again. 1st and 10 for the 23. 33 seconds left here in this first quarter.
I do like that, but that's not it. I can't see that. You like that, but that's not it.
Three wide receivers. One to the right, 2 to the left. The shotgun. In motion, low snap, fielded cleanly, fires one complete. That's a 1st down across the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Colts, that's out to number 18.
Shaquille Mack.
And they'll mark him down at about the 9-yard line.
Good job by Littlejohn there looking underneath. Where the defense kind of went, followed the guys downfield. He found Mack underneath.
1st and goal from the 9 now. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and the shotgun for Littlejohn. Looks like Oglesby will be in motion again before the snap. Looking to throw here. Fires one and almost intercepted. Threw it right to the Furious. And there's the horn, and that's the end of the first quarter.
William Hamill looked a little surprised when he had that hit off his arm, and he couldn't quite corral it in. But after one, Palmetto's on top. Defensive game so far.
Yeah, 8-0 to score as they'll flip into the field here. I have to say, a pretty nice crowd did actually come out tonight.
Yeah, we were mentioning earlier, actually more than the USFL game had the other day.
Yeah, the USFL literally had an announced attendance of, I believe, was 67 out in Birmingham where they play. And in their defense, it was like Pittsburgh and Philadelphia playing each other in Birmingham because that's all where they play all their games for some reason.
Yeah, that kind of, when you want to try to get a following, that's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, when all your teams play in the same city.
Yeah.
I've always kind of thought. I thought originally it was like a COVID precaution, but since that's kind of really loosened up a lot, I figured they would try to find venues, but instead they just kept it all in Birmingham, which the Birmingham team's actually doing pretty well in attendance, but because they actually have a following, but none of the other ones really are. So it'll be second down and goal here from the 9. This time, Mac's going to be in motion before the snap. Little John going to look to throw here. Fires one near side. That's complete.
Ooh.
Making a man miss. Heading towards the end zone. Is he in?
Did he step? No, he's in.
He's
yeah.
in. Touchdown. And he hits the gritty as well. That is Conyers Jr. Again making an impact. And it's 14-0, pending the conversion, which will be 2. So again, no goalposts, so no extra points tonight.
Tell me to shush. You can't hear me on
Conyers got some nice moves out there. He's already he's
Yeah.
touched the ball 3 or 4 times. He's good at making players miss.
He's also good at bouncing off that wall. I'll go trips to the left here. Mac will be in motion again before the snap. Little John going to look to throw here for the conversion.
Oops.
Fires one incomplete. Okay, he was trying to get it to the running back. Yeah, that was Kidding Brew. So that one no good. So we're 14-9 left in the second. It's 14-0. Colts in front of the Furious.
Well, that conversion try was a little sloppy, but you see where Little John's doing a good job of finding that man underneath and getting the other team to bite. The Furious is biting on the man in motion, and they're not going to the man in motion. So we'll see how the Furious adjust to that. But good coaching there by Coach Holt. Find the open guys.
Yeah. Kicking off for the Colts now is Sharif Daniel back deep. This time, looks like we got a different return man back there. It's at number, I believe that's 47, Will Hubbard.
Yeah. You can't get it to stay on the tee.
That's been a constant problem tonight, is no one could get it.
It's not like there's any wind.
Yeah. Well, honestly speaking, there is a gentle breeze
They
because
do.
they do have the
Those giant fans.
on top of that, they also have opened up some of the kind of a retractable stadium, if you would say, since they did open up some of the windows. That was a violent hit there by number 50 on the Furious. Tristan Schoenfeld just laid someone out. Return gets out across the 25 to about the 24.
Tyrone Washington on the
23.
return.
Yeah, that was a little squib kick as well, but I was more distracted by the fact that
I just saw it on our feed, which is a little bit delayed anyway, and that was
yeah,
he just floored him.
Yeah, he just went up to somebody who didn't even have the ball and just laid him out. So it'll be 1st and 10, Furious. They'll go 3 wide. Screen pass. This is complete underneath. And that'll be good enough for a first down.
Tackle made by Kenville Johnson.
That was Daniel Walker, the running back, on the reception.
Be second down.
Yeah,
It's
second.
tough to tell
This,
because of the problems with the chains.
yeah, they're going to have a whistle because they're going to have to fix the chains here.
Yeah, so stop the clock. 12:47 to go in the opening half. It's 14-0 Colts in their inaugural game.
This gives me flashbacks to the Ren Palmetto's playoff.
Oh, my
Ren
goodness.
Powdersville playoff game we called it earlier, where they okay, it was, what was it, like 2nd and 15, and they had it at 2nd and 5 for the longest time, and we're like, okay, no, it's not 2nd and 5. I didn't know what they were doing. They just kept going. It was like
They kept
literally,
switching
It was
back
like
and
literally like
forth.
10 minutes of them just moving the chains. It's on the keeper here is Morgan. And
Showing you how strong he is.
yeah, he plows his way for the first down. I thought he was dead in the waters back in the backfield. So should be a first down. Yeah, 1st and 10 coming up from the 16.
Well, they got to move those
And
chains
they got to move the
again.
chains down. Looks like they have a kid down there operating them.
Yeah.
One of them, at least.
And thank the kid for participating. All hands on deck when you're doing some local football.
Yeah, I don't really think that it looks like Little League football players, possibly, down there holding the chains. Unless they look like girls.
Well, they
as
are
well.
girls.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're playing football, but
I don't know. They have football jerseys on, and they're kind of the same, but there's a flag down now.
oh, great.
Delay of game on the offense.
Something happened with the
And the scoreboard.
scoreboard's
I
out.
think the battery's going
Let's
down.
go. The battery's low. Somebody get a plug. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me.
Wait, the battery's low?
So, not sure how much longer we're going to have a scoreboard tonight, as it is currently flashing, and it looks like we have a Colts player running up there to check on it.
We've got a long extension cord here.
That's Sharif Daniel, the kicker, who's running up there to check the scoreboard out. He's looking to throw here, lofting one way deep over the end zone, incomplete.
The receiver's like, what?
Yeah, and James Hunter, the intended receiver, had no idea what was going on. Meanwhile, Sharif Daniel's trying to figure out what to do about the scoreboard.
Now they do have a cord coming down there. So, and it hasn't said low again, so let's hope it's getting power. They don't need that.
Yeah, and again, the scoreboard is not the most ideal situation. It's kind of a... So it'll be 2nd down. And 15 coming up after the penalty for the 21. I think they have the scoreboard situation figured out now.
Oh,
He threw that one out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for, looks like it was Rod Alston, or 60.
so Morgan not exactly accurate on his first several throws.
And it's going to be 3rd and 10, or 3rd and 15 coming up. At the 21-yard line.
Now they're going to instruct them on this. Okay, they've got it running right. Let's play football.
All right, 3rd and 15 now coming up from the 21. Looking to throw, fires one across the middle. That's a good pass and catch. Short of the sticks, though. Brought down at about the 15.
Yeah, it's only a 5-yard gain.
That pass was complete to Hunter. And it's going to be 4th down.
Another good play on defense. Immediately after the catch. Taking care of him, so no yak there,
Yeah.
Zach. No yak, Zach. See, Morgan all of a sudden felt much better when they put the white football in there. Wasn't doing well with the gray one.
Maybe they should get that checked out. We might have some deflate gate going on.
So now it's 4th and 10. Palmetto defense has done a good job so far.
Need to get it down to the 6. Trips to the right here. No one in motion this time. Rolling and now running for his life. He's all across the line of scrimmage, and that's incomplete. So it'll be turnover on downs, and the Colts will take over again. So Atlanta offensively has not been sharp at all.
Timeout.
Yeah, media timeout. 9-10
And they
left.
Yeah, the
Clock's
clock's
still
still running.
clock's still running. Still running. Still hasn't not stopped the clock. No ref has
They have now.
Yeah, they stopped the clock about 30 seconds too late. So that's 30 seconds of time these two teams will lose.
But again, you're
The
getting
clock's
volunteers doing all this, so.
The clock's running again now. Now it's stopped again at 8:55. So they're motioning.
For the chain girls.
Yeah.
She was all the way down the other end.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 16-yard line. Palmetto will come out, 3 wide receivers, trips the 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 to the left now in the shotgun. It's going to be Mack in motion again. They're going to send him all the way back across. A lot of head start, a lot of contact downfield. Fires one. That one should have been intercepted. That was like number 39 on coverage, Mark Granville. That'll be 2nd and 10 coming up from the 15. That was I don't know exactly the rules with pass interference, but I mean that was definitely some contact at the very least.
Yeah, and Littlejohn had better options on that play. But
That looked like one of those plays that was scripted from the very beginning.
yeah.
So 2nd down and 10 now from the 15. Trips to the left here this time in the shotgun. Mack in motion again
There
before
you
the snap.
go.
They'll fire this one underneath.
Oof.
And high tackle. That was complete to number 10.
Corn Stanley with the reception, and
Yeah.
he got body slammed.
So 3rd down now from the 24. We're going to go trips to the right here. This time, they'll send Stanley in motion. 3rd down, Littlejohn going to look to throw. Fires one. That's complete for the 1st down. And dragged down right across the sticks at about the 21.
Vargas, of course,
Yeah.
wanted to make sure he had that catch before moving, and he did indeed pick up the 1st down, keep his drive alive.
So the chain's trying to get moved here. Doing the best they can. So 1st and 10 now from the right at the 20. Stanley again looks like he'll be in motion before the snap. John going to look to throw here. Rolls to his left, directing traffic. Now just falls forward. And he's hit down about the 16.
Good to get some positive yardage out of that.
Yeah. So 2nd down, and we'll say about 8 coming up from the 18. John trying to get the play over from no one this time going to be, now they'll send Stanley back there, and he'll be in motion for the snap. Line up 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left this time in the gun. Littlejohn going to look to throw, fires one to a receiver who was not looking. That was intended for Oglesby. And it's going to be 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Colts.
I think you hit on it earlier, Zach, that Littlejohn's basically looking at his first option that he has and then not good at finding the secondary ones. We mentioned earlier he was going underneath, but these last few throws, it just looks like he has his eyes on one receiver, and he's going to try to make that play no matter what rather than seeing what his options are.
Yeah, and that time he threw it before his receiver was even ready to catch the pass.
So it's like that wasn't an option.
Well, he was open, but he just wasn't like his route wasn't even finished. So 3rd down and 8 coming up. Oglesby will be in motion this time. Littlejohn going to look to throw here. Again, looks for his first option, and that time throws it off the ref, and he goes down. So 4th down coming up.
The fans love that. And everybody got a laugh out of that. He got nailed right in the knee.
4th and 8 coming up from the 18. I think they moved him back a yard. Maybe that's a penalty for hitting the ref in the knee.
That's right. A 1-yard penalty. But again, not on target. Neither quarterback has been on target much in this game so far, although Littlejohn has made a few plays, especially to Conyers.
Yeah.
Who has not caught anything on this drive.
So 4th and 8. Littlejohn going to look to throw, slips as he goes down, and that one's intercepted. It's picked off, but the Fury is still making men miss. Gets it across the 20 to about the 22.
Fabian Forrest with the interception for Atlanta.
So I was going to say that might not have been the best decision on 4th down, but he is able to get it past where they would have originally had it, so he made up for it. And it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up Atlanta from the 22. He threw that one looked like he threw it right to Forrest. .248 left in the first half, 14-0 Colts in front. Does look like that scoreboard's still having a little bit of issues.
Yeah, it counts off every 5 seconds, basically.
Now it'll stop, and then it'll count down 2 or 3 seconds, and it'll stop again. It's flipping over the wall now is Daniel Walker. And it looks like he's getting some water dumped on his head. I mean, he could just run through the gate, but I guess he'll just cut a backflip instead. Shotgun, bunch receiver, strips to the right. They'll hand it off here. No, that thing going nowhere. Blown up by number 0, Jamar Brown. That's a big loss.
Beautiful.
So he'll go all the way back to the 18. That's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 coming up. Clock ticking now under 2 minutes. In motion this time will be James Hunter. Looking to throw here. Lofting it deep for Hunter. He's got him out there, and he overshot him just a tad. Morgan just a little bit too far for Hunter. And it's going to be 3rd down now.
Conyers out there on the coverage seemed like he had a better chance of catching that ball, but he was just going to make sure that the Furious receiver was not going to get near it.
Clock now will run down inside of 1 minute.
Maybe to see what they can do with that thing at halftime.
Yeah. 48 seconds, maybe. See, now I'll stop and I'll jump down about 4 seconds. Receivers extremely bunched up now. Trips to the right here. Looking to throw. Fire that one out, incomplete.
Boy.
Yeah, that should have been caught by Walker.
He could have scored on that one.
Yeah, he had all sorts of room. I think they'll call a timeout here with 27 seconds left. Stop the clock. Be 4th down coming up from about the 17. 4th and 14 yards to go. Furies again, they're going to go for this.
They kind of have to.
Yeah. Well, I thought you could punt.
You're not allowed to punt. There's no punting.
There's no punting.
Not at all.
Oh, well. I guess that would make sense because probably hit the roof.
And
They
this
tried
is
it.
one of the taller arenas
Yeah.
that they'll play in, too. It is actually illegal to punt the football. But he did it anyway.
Yeah.
What was that? So basically, I don't understand why he did that.
Well, he punted, but they only got like 4 yards out of that punt because it was a pretty not so good punt. I thought the rules said that you could punt, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, then again, I've covered so many different arena leagues. I could be wrong as well. But why wouldn't you think you just try an offensive play if that's all you're going to get out of it?
Yeah, you would.
At least you have a chance to score. Thought they were illegal.
Flip here in the rule book.
At any rate, just 21 seconds to go
Yeah.
till halftime.
Ball we spotted at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 Colts. They're leading 14-0. I don't see anything in here saying anything about punting. So that's something we're going to have to get checked out.
Yeah. I know in the league they were in last year, they could not. Looking long. Why not?
Yeah.
They should do it again.
And he flips over the wall. That was Pat Oglesby.
I think they ought to do it again. 2 more times, whatever. Now, inside of a minute, the clock will stop after offensive plays.
All offensive plays?
Well, just plays like incomplete passes.
Incomplete, so like normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But only inside of a minute. So if you want to try a last-minute comeback, you still got a shot at it without the clock running out.
That's like the third time I've been ready to win a game and you've had to do that.
2nd and 10 now. Looking to throw here is Little John. He'll fire one. That one's complete. And he'll get a first down. He's slammed up into the wall. 9 seconds, and I believe a timeout was called.
Yeah, one more play.
They called that a 3rd down. I thought he got there. But anyway, it's yeah, if he's 3rd down and 1, it doesn't really matter. Only 9 seconds left, and a timeout was called by the Colts. Ball spotted at the 13-yard line.
So what are they drawing up here, Zach, for the last play?
It's got to be, I mean, with 9 seconds, I do believe the Colts, they have another timeout, don't they? Because I thought they only used one. I thought the other one was used by the Furious.
Maybe they used 2, but even so, they should have another one.
Yeah.
But this would have to be a really quick play, because remember how it'll only stop on the incompletion. Go to the end zone.
Yeah, he's just going to go to the end zone. He'll
Too
loft
long.
it. Yeah, that's too long to the end
All
zone.
right, so now one more play.
And 4th down.
That wasn't even close. Come on, Mr. Littlejohn.
That was intended for Conyers. So 4 seconds left, 14-0 still your score. Colts in front of the Furious here. Ball on the 13, 4th down, and it's so close that, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They got to go to the end zone, but it's still like 4th and
Yeah, that doesn't
maybe an
matter
inch,
now.
maybe even a centimeter, because that 4th down marker's right at the stick. This one obviously going to the end zone. Last play of the first half.
There been any penalties called?
1 delay of game.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the only penalty
Let
I've
them
seen
play.
called. Colts fans getting into it. Fires that one into
that should have been
quadruple
interference.
coverage, and it's incomplete.
You could see the contact there. He knocked him right off his route going to the football, but that'll do it.
Yeah, that was intended for Conyers, and that's the end of the first half. At the end of 2 quarters, your score, Colts 14 and Furious nothing. We will be back shortly for the start of the second half.
On the Pulse Sports Network.
All right, well, we're just about ready to start the second half. Colts will be kicking off first. So, 14-0 your score in what was a very defensive and somewhat sloppy first half at times, I would have to say. Both quarterbacks.
That's first game.
Yeah, need to work out some kinks, but some quarterbacks did look kind of.
Yeah, the quarterbacks themselves. That's the toughest position to find a pure quarterback in Arena League. It is really. I mean, you can find big, strong guys that can block. You can find fast guys who are receivers. It's tough to find really good quarterbacks in the Arena League, and the teams that have them are usually very good. So you just got to hope that what you have can be coached up.
Yeah. And be good in some way, at the very least. Running, throwing, But as far as throwing goes, there's not that many offensive linemen, so you only have about 3 seconds before you're in trouble.
All right, here we go.
That kickoff goes out of bounds. Should be a flag. I don't know where they get the ball in the Arena League, but
We were mentioning, I haven't seen many flags at all here in the first half, but when you kick the ball out of bounds, you get it at the 20, so that's a big advantage.
yeah.
It's a big penalty.
So 1st and 10, Furious from the 20-yard line.
Scoring in the first half, 2:33 of the first. Littlejohn a 4-yard run, and Barkus the catch for the 2-point conversion made it 8-0. And then 14:09 just into the second quarter, Conyers a 9-yard catch, and the conversion failed. 14-0 at the half, as here we are at the start of the third.
Furious bunch up, trips to the left here in the shotgun. Option keeper here, and that's some more good play as William Morgan was brought down by Jameer Brown and Danielle Foster at the line of scrimmage. So no gain, 2nd and 10 coming up from the 20. Looking to hand off around the edge now. That's a big loss in the backfield.
Absolutely nowhere to go. 3 gray shirts just gobbling up the running back.
Foster was one of them back there. The running back was
Walker.
Daniel Walker. It's a big loss in the play. They'll back him up to about the 17. 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Furious, who honestly have not really been able to do anything with the ball on the offensive side.
Yeah, they really haven't come close to scoring thus far, but of course in these kind of games, that can change in a hurry. It only takes one play and they're right back in it.
Hunter in motion, though, off the D, looking for him, and he had it and couldn't hold on. That was good coverage there from Conyers.
Good recovery there because he made that curl to the outside, and Conyers came back and just hit him in the back as soon as the ball got there, and he couldn't bring it in. That was a huge play because we talked about how they could make a big play and get back in it. That was going to be a first down easily, and Conyers made him cough it up.
So 4th down, 13 yards coming up from the 17. Again, not supposed to be punting, I don't believe, but apparently that was something that they tried earlier in the game.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I've seen a lot of arena games. It's the first time I've ever seen a punt. But
They'll come out with 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and the shotgun. Morgan's going to look to throw it this time. Flag on the play. He'll chuck it deep, and
Oh,
he got
there
him.
it is.
That's a touchdown for the Furious. Fabian Foster on the reception, but there is a flag down.
We have seen so few flags, and yet on that, the most beautiful play of the game that we've seen,
Yeah.
there is a flag.
And they're going to have to explain it to the coach of the Furious.
Beautiful pass and catch.
Yeah, that was a great throw. Beautiful spiral. Lofted it right into the breadbasket there, but
I still haven't seen what the signal is. Here we-
just trying to explain it to him down there. It is a 5-yard penalty. I don't know what the penalty was. I didn't see the signal, but I saw it was on the offense and it was a 5-yard penalty. So take the points off the board, and we'll do it again. So they'll back them up to about the 12, and it'll be 4th down. About 18 now.
Boy, that's a huge call.
Yeah.
That could have changed this game. Big time.
So 4th and long. And the whistle here, a timeout called by the Furious.
There's some jawing going on there. I don't know what that was about, but obviously they need a timeout to figure it out.
Yeah, somebody not happy.
The battery died. I can't help it. The battery died. That's not my fault. At least they're not doing anything.
It's a long timeout.
Yes, it is. Very extended timeout.
Things have been going a little slowly here in the second half so far.
That was right after the first half was just flew by.
So here we go, the 4th down.
He has all of them at the concession stand.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's in the black shirt.
Here
just like
comes
this.
Morgan throwing and incomplete.
So the Colts will take over.
And now a flag, which I think is going to be unsportsmanlike because all that yelling that's going on amongst themselves for the Furious. They are furious.
Yes, they are living up to their name. That is unsportsmanlike conduct on the Furious.
I think they're still upset about that touchdown being called back.
I don't know what the call was there.
The only thing I saw him do was put his hands on his hips, but I didn't know whether he did that on purpose or just because he was putting his hands on his, like they lined up offside. I don't know.
Well, the offense can't line up off sides,
Well, they can be across the line of scrimmage.
but
So
that would be
I don't.
that would be a false start, and that's a dead
Well, they
ball
didn't
foul,
start.
wouldn't it?
It-
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. But whatever it was big enough because we haven't had any flags until now. Big enough to bring the biggest play of the game back. And now look, the Colts have it at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, so all they have to do, 7 yards, and they're up 20-0. Looking to throw is Little John to the corner,
Oh,
incomplete,
look out,
and
look out.
yeah, he slams into the wall.
2 players, the defender and the receiver Conyers going into the boards. I guess in a way it's good that the boards give like that because if he would have hit that head on and it didn't move, He might be having some neck problems.
Yeah, that is a good point.
But back to the Furious on 4th down. They throw an incompletion and then get an unsportsmanlike on top of it. So they give the ball over to the Colts at the 7 because of all that.
Because they're furious.
Yeah.
So I guess that team name lived up to the hype. And the Colts, I guess that team name also lives up to considering the fact that they play in the livestock arena. So
Colts trying to go up by 3 scores.
about 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. Little John in the shotgun, 3 wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, in motion before the snap was. That's a juggling catch. Almost took the whole wall out with him.
Conyers again.
Yeah. He bobbled it for a second, then caught it.
So now what have they got? A couple of yards. 2 yards to go. 3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 2.
All these games are big, Zach, because we only have a 6-game season. You don't want to get in the hole right away. So this is big. And there's a
Whistle
flag.
and a flag.
These are yours, and he's coming back with your sandwich, okay?
During all this, the clock continues to run. Zag down to 8 minutes in the 3rd.
Third down. In motion is Conyers, or Oglesby rather. Little John, he's going to go down in the backfield.
He might have been offsides there. Across the line before the snap. I mean, it's always a judgment call. They're not going to call it unless he's way across. Because he's in motion, it's tough to see.
Yeah.
But I think that time, I think that's the call.
Illegal motion.
That's what it is. For
Now decline that penalty. So it'll be 4th down from about the 11. Clock will wind here. Three wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right in the shotgun. Looking to throw, fires one. That one's dropped, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Furious.
Conyers finally dropped one. That was a nicely designed play with Barkas cutting in front to the middle and then Conyers being outside. Barkas drawing the defense. Conyers should have had it, but couldn't bring it in.
And so we'll have a brief stoppage as the teams take over.
So right back here next week. In fact, the next 2 weeks for the 3 straight games.
I was thinking actually one of these actually. Hold on. Is this my pimento cheese, right? What did you get me? Oh, I got the wrong one. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's grilled chicken. That's a grilled chicken sandwich. They got Lay's, they got burritos, they got Cheetos.
First down, high snap. That one goes all the way back into the end zone. He's got to get rid of the football. He'll just chuck it downfield.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Lord. Jarvis Elder was open.
Could you imagine if that would have connected? He
That was
had him.
Yeah, that was just a desperation heave.
Oh. Nevertheless,
Second
nothing
down.
happened.
Yeah, second down from the 11, so they don't gain or lose anything despite chaos. Don't know what the long stoppage is here for. Maybe not a lot of action here in this second half.
things have really slowed down.
Yeah.
The clock's still running. I mean, we're down under 6 minutes now, but they're taking their time getting to the line. I don't know. They got to be close to a delay of game.
They've already got a couple of those. They'll look to throw here on second down.
Morgan, he's got a man
Yeah.
long again.
Yeah, he's going to
Too
loft
much
it
air.
deep, and it's batted up and incomplete. One-on-one coverage.
Colts Michael Jamison was back there. That ball just had too much air under it. Allowed the defender to get back and make a play on it.
Looks like Daniel Walker was the receiver downfield. It's going to be third down.
Have we even seen a first down here in the third quarter?
I don't think we have. There's
Flag
a
down
flag.
there.
And he's tackled.
Not much there.
No, so I feel, depending on what the penalty is, I'd probably decline that as he lost yards as well, it looked like.
Boy, tons of laundry here in the second half.
Holding, yeah.
I would just decline it. Bring up fourth down.
So it's
Yep.
going to be fourth down. So I'll decline the penalty. So fourth down. 10 to go, ball on the 11. Looks more like fourth down and 11 to go. Looking to throw here. Will often get deep across the middle of the field. He's got incomplete. And that's going to be another turnover on downs. Colts will take over. First down and 10 from the 11.
Conyers got in front of him again and probably did a good job of not intercepting it.
Yeah, that
Just
was
knocking it down.
That looked like Tyrone Washington, receiver across the middle.
So once again, Palmetto gets the ball. Last time they got it, what, the 7? This time they get it at the 11. But still nothing on the board
they need
here in the
this-
third.
3:43 left in the quarter. 14-0 still the score. And they'll call a media timeout here. All right, let's are about ready to go now. 1st and 10 now from the 11. Furious will come out, or check that. Colts will come out, 3 wide. Trip to the right. Barkus will be in motion for the snap. Little John's going to look to throw. He'll pitch it out, and that's not going anywhere.
Lost a bunch on that. They haven't tried the run too much. Bobby Kinnebrew again, and just no chance.
He'll lose about 5. So it'll be 2nd and 15 coming up from the 16-yard line.
Wheel route this time.
Little John going to look to throw here on 2nd down. A fire one, incomplete, and heavy traffic there.
Got an injury.
Yeah. Lyman slow to get up.
Appears to.
That is 57. Carson Young.
He looks to be like he might be all right. He just kind of twisted his ankle and his shoe came off. He hops quickly to the sideline, so hopefully he's okay.
Brandon Wallace will take over for him on the offensive line. It's going to be 3rd down. John looking to throw here. Steps up, fires one to the end zone. Incomplete, overshot his man.
He had it. Oglesby was the man in motion on that play, and Little John just sailed it.
So 4th down coming up. Still no points on the board, despite the fact that on 2 of their drives, the Colts have started from the 9 and the 11. This one has actually lost 5 yards so far. And Little John just has not been able to hit on hardly anything, it seems like. Trips to the left here in the shotgun. On 4th down. Oglesby will be in motion again. And yeah, he got off to a head start, so this won't count. That pass is complete. He tripped over the carpet there as it comes peeling off at about 5. It's short of the sticks, so does it look like the foul would have been him crossing the line? Yeah.
It was.
So another turnover on downs. And the Furious will take over 1st and 10 from their own 5 now.
Boy, just not much at all happening here in the second half. But Palmetto's just got to be careful. They almost had that one touchdown scored against them on the long bomb. That seems to be where the Furious has had the best chances, going long. And if they're only being 14-0, we got to be careful. The offense not doing much for the Colts right now. Final seconds rolling off here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, 38 seconds left. Morgan has looked a lot better throwing the football here in the second half for the most part than he did in the first. James Hunter will be in motion for the snap. Morgan will look to throw. He'll loft this one complete.
Good block.
And he got a block. Still going down the left sideline, and he is
no one in
gone.
front of
Yeah,
him.
that's a touchdown for the Furious. Fabian Foster. And Atlanta's on the board. It's 14-6. 22 seconds remaining in the third.
You saw William Hamill, number 41, with the big block early in that play that basically sprung him, and there was no one in the defensive backfield to stop him.
So Atlanta will have to go for 2 here.
Clocks technically should be running right now until the end of the conversion, but
So the throw off this one incomplete. So conversion's going to be no good. He looked to get it out to William Hamill.
and Hamill wasn't looking at first. I think he thought the other guy was going to go for it and went right over his head. All he had to do was put his hands up. He could have caught that for 2.
Yeah, so with 17 seconds left now in the third quarter, your score, Palmetto 14 and Atlanta 6.
So it is indeed the one-score game. Looks like as we head into the fourth quarter, just a few seconds left.
Yeah.
Anybody's game.
Atlanta does have all the momentum at the moment, too. So,
The Colts really haven't done anything on offense here in the second half. You're right about the Furious. They had the one touchdown call back, and now they got a long touchdown.
yeah, and they had one of them that on a botched snap somehow.
Yeah, that could have been something big too. So Palmetto's got to get things going on offense. See what happens.
Kick will be fielded on a hop at about a 3.
It's
From
Conyers.
Conyers, and he's across the middle of the
out.
field. Conyers still got. He
There
breaks
you
it.
go.
He's gone. Touchdown, Palmetto.
Don't see any
Van
flags. It's a
Conyers
touchdown.
Jr. on the kick return, 47 yards. And it's 20-6 Palmetto. Now we'll get the momentum right back to the Colts.
How
Boy,
about
Conyers
that?
is a playmaker.
He is. He's had the big plays in this game on offense and on defense. That's what they needed, was a big play. Don't have to worry about the offense when the special teams takes care of it.
So Palmetto will go for 2 here. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the play call in.
Boy, that's huge for the Colts.
4 seconds left in this third quarter. Trips to the left here in the shotgun for Little John. Conyers demanded the night, split it way out wide, and in motion before the snap is Burkus. Looking for Burkus originally was Little John, now I just tuck it under, and he will not get there. So 2-point conversion, no good, and at the end of 3, your score will be Palmetto 20 and Atlanta 6, and we will have a kickoff to start the third quarter as well. Fourth quarter.
So recap of the scoring as we head to the fourth. In the first quarter, it was Little John with a 4-yard run, the quarterback for Palmetto, and Barkus with the catch, a great catch for a 2-point conversion in the corner of the end zone. That was at 2:33. It made it 8-0. Second quarter, just into it, 14:09 to go. Conyers, a 9-yard catch. Conversion failed. It was 14-0. In the third, just saw it here in the last closing seconds. 17 seconds to go. Forrest with a 39-yard run. Conversion failed. That made it 14-6. And then just 13 seconds later on the ensuing kickoff, Conyers 47 yards to make it 20-6.
Yeah, so we went with about 14 minutes, 14 plus minutes with no action, and then all of a sudden a lot of action ensued for both teams. As kicking off here will be returning for the Furious is Fabian Foster.
He, of course, had that long run.
Their kicking off is going to be
And he had a nice kickoff
Sharif
return
Daniel.
earlier, too. Remember, to open the game. For them, anyway.
Yeah.
The Colts had the ball first.
They're switching off return men. Either that or they're defending an onside or something was going on. Someone had to get off the field or something. Daniel Walker might have been on the field when he shouldn't have been. Nice kick here, fielded at about the 3 in the air from Foster, and Foster struck down, but at 23.
Eli McKinney with the stop for the Colts. You can see how strong Foster is. He, even though he got him around the ankles, he dragged McKinney for 3 more yards there. Got it out close to midfield. So we'll see if the Furious pick up on the momentum of that long touchdown just seconds ago. It's funny with this clock. There's already a minute gone. There's only been 1 play.
Yeah.
Just keeps running.
First down and 10 from about the 23. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, right, 1 to the left in the shotgun. No one will be in motion before the snap. Looking to throw here is Morgan. Rolling to his left, now looking, tucks under, and slams into the wall in front of the banner. At about the 25.
Actually dropped the ball at the end of that play, but landed right on top of it.
Sticks go crashing down, as does the down marker. So he's marking him at the 24. Second down.
Just a yard gain on that.
Yeah. Well, 1 yard's better than nothing, so even though he did pay the price for that yard.
Sure did. Colts very quick on defense.
Definitely a rally to the football type of team, as Atlanta will again go trips to the left here this time. This time, Hunter will be in motion before the snap. Will route around the edge. Morgan looking to throw. He's going to look deep, lofted across the middle of the field. He almost had it incomplete. And Conyers has left the building as he hops the wall.
Oh, we got a little tussle
we
here
got
in midfield.
We got some jawing.
It's always those big guys up front, isn't it? At the battle throughout the game, pushing each other around. Tempers flare a little bit. Coach Holt telling Zoe Wynn to take a break, bring somebody else in for him.
Get him some water and cool him off. It's going to be 3rd down now from the 24 after the pass was incomplete.
You don't want anybody to get hurt like that, but you love to see passion.
Yes.
Meanwhile, again, they almost connected long. It seems like Palmetto's good up in the box and stretching out the line of scrimmage from sideline to sideline, but they've had some chances going long, have the Furious.
Trips to the left here. They're going to throw here across the middle of the field. That one's intercepted. He threw it right to Palmetto. Picked off, heading down the right sideline, and he's drugged down roughly at about the 13.
That is
Intercepted
Michael
by
Jamison.
Yeah. So Palmetto will take over 1st and 10.
Big play. And again, anything underneath, they've had that well covered. You wonder why they would go do that when they've had opportunities going long. But and good sportsmanship at the end of that play. He did get hit hard, but the guy that hit him helped him to his feet afterwards.
Yeah. So Bart down at 13, 1st and 10 Palmetto.
And now, a chance to kind of put the game away if they get another score here.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Palmetto or Atlanta's had a lot more luck throwing the long ball in this one. So looking to throw here, fires when that one's complete short middle, breaks a tackle, and he shoved into the gate and then falls down.
Boy, that could have been
a
big injury there. He looks to be okay. The receiver was Floyd Barkis, had that 2-point conversion earlier, and you don't want to hit on that part of the boards.
Yeah, literally like the one part of the board that you don't want to get tackled is where he was shoved into. So 2nd down, nice gain, however. Gets it down to about the 6-yard line. 2nd down, and we'll say about 2, gain of 8. Oglesby will be in motion before the snap. Looking to throw is Little John, now pressured, rolling, throws one. Oglesby in the corner, got it, touchdown, Palmetto. Pat Oglesby on the scramble grill. Now 3 guys hit the gritty afterwards. And do some statue poses as well, it looked like. That's with 9:44 and counting. Palmetto leads at 26-6, pending the conversion.
So that was officially, 6-yard?
Yes, like 6 yards.
Oglesby makes it 26-6.
Barker's in motion before the snap. 2-point conversion attempt coming up for the Colts. Little John looking to throw. Steps up. Looks. Ends on. That one's dropped. Incomplete. Intended for Stanley.
Corn Stanley.
And he should have had that one.
Hit him right on the numbers.
Yeah, hit him right between the 1 and the 0. So conversion no good. And with less than 9 minutes to go in the ball game, your score, Palmetto 26 and Atlanta 6. So good showing so far for the Colts on their opening night.
Mr. Boone, you want my chips? You can have my chips.
Did I give it to you?
Yeah, I gave it to him. I got it.
All right, so 26-6, 8:31 officially to go now.
Kickoff field at about the 5. And right up the middle, that one's a big return. He's got his trips over the grass there at about the 10. Right up the gut was Foster.
Fabian, that's actually Forrest. We keep getting this wrong with Foster, but he's obviously the big playmaker for them. We talk about Conyers for Palmetto. Forrest is a big time player.
Yeah, so that return could have been 6. He had one guy back there ready to stop him. It was the kicker, Daniel. Tricked over the grass before he could even get there. So it'll be 1st and 10, or first and goal now from the 9. Morgan going to let the throw here. Had a man open, but lofted it to the end zone. He got it. Touchdown.
About that.
Furious. That was complete to James Hunter. No flags on the field. And it's 26-12 now.
Things are opening up all of a sudden.
Yeah. pending the conversion. All right, 2-point conversion attempt coming. Morgan going to look to throw a high snap. Lost one, dropped, incomplete.
And he had it too. Right after we were singing his praises, Fabian Forrest dropped the ball. Because all he had to do was turn around after catching that, and he would have been in for 2. So we're missing these 2-point conversions on both sides. But with 6:37 to go, it's 26-12. All of a sudden, 2 scores very quickly in the fourth quarter. And if you go back to the last 17 seconds of the third quarter, each team has scored 2 touchdowns after having nothing.
All right, looks like they're going to have to hold the kick. Kicking off is number 80, James Hunter. You got to be careful. Conyers obviously can run one back on you, and they will kick it to him. Fielded on a bounce around the 5. Conyers, big hole opens up, and he's gone. That's a touchdown for the Colts. Conyers does it again on the kick return.
Well, that one was only 45 yards. After he let it bounce.
Yeah, he just fills it out the bounce and then patient. And there's some great blocking on the kickoff from the kicking team there, or for the receiving team.
Looked like they opened up the Red Sea in the middle there. It's like wide open.
Yeah, they just the defense, the kicking team just parted, and it was just a wide open hole, and all you had to do was run right through it. So 32-12, your score now. It's about 6 minutes left in the ball game, and Palmetto will go for 2 here. Boy, the action really has picked up here lately. We went from 14-0 at the end of through
almost all 17 seconds of the third quarter.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden it's 32-12.
Conyers definitely bidding for star of the game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely.
2 kickoff returns for a touchdown and a reception for a touchdown.
Oglesby in motion, looking to throw. His Little John. Oh, screen it, complete. Bowling people over, diving. He did not get there.
Oh, he was right along the line.
Yeah, almost got it. So conversion, no good. Kennenbrew can't believe it.
Well, remember, too, of course, we don't have the advantage of instant replay, but he was right along that line there, and it's a matter of if the ball gets over the end line. So we don't know. We can't tell. Nevertheless, Conyers another touchdown. Palmetto up by 20 with 5:09 left.
Another kickoff coming, and Forrest, the kickoff return man for Atlanta, hasn't been too bad either. Although he has tripped up over the grass a couple of times. This time it looks like that they're sending back Daniel Walker to be the kickoff return man for Atlanta. Daniel will again be kicking off for Palmetto.
isn't Foster back there? Or Forrest back there?
Nice kick fielded from the end zone. And he's around the corner, and he's blowing up around the 20. So decent return there from Daniel Walker. I don't know where Fabian Forrest was on that one. Looks like he's on the sideline with his helmet off.
Joshua Richardson with a nice hit for the Colts.
Now Forrest enters the game, so I don't know why they decided to change off kickoff. Men. 4:33 left and counting, 32-12 your score. Atlanta going to try to get something going here towards the end of the game. Might be a little too late with the running clock here to mount a comeback, but you can never say never, especially not in arena football.
And, you know, I've seen things in the last minute of games where they do stop the clock on just about every play that teams can score 3 or 4 times. I mean, it's crazy. So you're never really out of it.
Most of the time, at least.
Yeah. If that 98-0 game or whatever you refer to, yeah, they were out of that one.
Yeah.
But after that slow start, both teams have opened up in the second half. I wonder if it's just defense is getting tired.
Drivers that would be in motion. Snap was low and fielded off a bounce, and that pass was incomplete, intended for Will Hubbard, it looked like.
Yep.
Second down and 10 coming up. All right, trips to the right here for the Furious. Hunter in motion on the wheel route. And that's a, yeah, that's
He almost took the snap. And that was Zoe Wynn a little early.
Yeah, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and they'll do it again. We're 5 yards up. Down to the 25 now, 24. To Colts territory. Boy, for them to be down so much with so little time, they certainly are still
Taking their
time. No sense of urgency so far for the Furious. Clock now ticking up close to 2 minutes left in the ball game, down by 20 points. Trips to the right here. Hunter in motion, looking to throw is Morgan. He's under pressure, rolls, fires one deep, looking for the end zone. Incomplete, he overshot him just a tad.
I think he was slowed down by some defensive contact there, but no call.
Yeah, but at the very end, it also looked like Hunter pushed off a little bit.
That's probably why there was no call. They both kind of got into each other, but it slowed down his speed. He couldn't quite get there.
Second down and 5, or third and 5 coming up now. Clock's still rolling. I thought it was supposed to stop, but
it's not within a minute yet.
Oh, it's got to be within a minute. Minute 18 left. Furious still just not really paying attention to that clock. I don't know if they really realize how much time was left or if they're just...
Yeah, I don't understand. Usually you would see a team really rushing because, again, with that last minute, anything can happen. If they got a score here, they'd still have a chance, really.
Morgan's going to keep it around the edge. He's got a lot of space. Runs out of bounds. Still going.
One hit after another.
Yeah, he bangs the wall about 4 times. Part of it comes dislodged over near the sideline. So that's going to be a first down.
These guys, a lot of them play on both sides of the ball, especially for the Furious. And you can see everybody kind of getting a little tired.
First and goal now for the team. Well, the Furious didn't bring that many people in the first place.
Right.
I don't even know they have 22. Do they have 22 guys on the roster?
No, they do not. I have about 15, 16.
Morgan looking to throw that one
Oh!
off the chest of the intended receiver, incomplete.
That was a touchdown. And that'll stop the clock.
That was
James Hunter.
Hunter, yeah.
Defense again by Richardson. He's played a good DB.
Luckily now, not much. Still not a lot of urgency. I'll come out trips to the left in the gun. Toss play around the edge, looking to get the corner.
Whoa.
He slams it to the wall.
And the wall came apart further downfield as a result of that hit.
Atlanta will call a timeout here. Try to get their
See, now I don't understand. They wasted all that time between the touchdown at 5:09 and now at 34 seconds they're going to take a timeout. Oh well.
It is a 3-score game, and like you said, in arena football, you don't have 100 yards to go.
No.
So
Things can happen very quickly. Next week we'll be right back here for game number 2, the Alabama Empire. 7 o'clock. Come on out to Garrison Arena. And yeah, good group of people here tonight for the very first game.
and it's been pretty entertaining football as well.
You imagine what it would sound like with a crowd in here? I mean, even the limited amount of fans here, the place would get loud. We pack some fans in here. What are they talking about now? I guess they're just taking another long timeout. These timeouts are...
It's like a 3-minute timeout. Well, I guess everybody is tired.
Yeah.
Since the Furious, I mean, pretty much that roster's played the whole game without any breaks.
Yep.
Trips to the left here in the shotgun. Morgan going to look to throw. He rolls to his right, fires one.
Ooh.
Too far, incomplete, and he shuts down half the wall that time. That wall's taking a beating tonight.
It is.
So we'll have to take a timeout to reset everything. As at least the support beams have come off half of it. Two of the posts have come down.
It's kind of fun to watch. I wish all the fields had walls that just gave on contact.
Having problems that they're getting some of it set back up. And again, the support's not on them.
Only got 30 seconds to worry about it.
So they might just have people down there to stand, but if someone slams into that wall again, it's coming crashing right back down. I mean, not necessarily that those little support beams have done anything to help it, but...
It's fourth down.
Ball about the 6. 30 seconds left. Furious do still have 2 timeouts. 2 wide receivers, or 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And it looks like going in motion is going to be Hunter again. Looking to throw his Morgan. He's going to roll around the edge. He's got the corner, and he's got a touchdown. So William Morgan on the QB keeper from 6 yards out with 22 seconds left in the ball game. Atlanta pulls closer. It's 32-18 your score.
Now, if they wouldn't have wasted all that time...
Just run the clock.
You figure once the Colts get it back, that'll be it. Because they won't stop the clock for any reason. So after this Two-point
unless
conversion.
Atlanta wants to take their timeouts. Three wide receivers as they go for two here, two to the left, one to the right. Looking to throw. Morgan under pressure. And he falls down, lost the football, recovers it back up. Conversion's no good. And with 16 seconds left, it's 32-18. Colts, who look to be well on their way to their first victory in franchise history.
And congratulations to Dennis Holt, the coach. He's put a lot of time, resources into this to try to get this team going. Spent 2 years getting this team started. Had to deal with, obviously, the pandemic as well. So it's been a long time for a coach to get to this day and get a nice opening day win.
Jarvis Hunter will kick deep for the or onside, or I don't know. Furious, and he'll just kick it out of bounds. Don't think that was what he planned to do.
So these teams have actually played the second half dead even. After that 14-0 halftime lead for the Colts, they apparently will win by 14, 32-18.
And all this scoring coming, starting with 17 seconds in the third. So most of the third quarter was dead, and then you got two kickoff returns and a bomb touchdown pass of about 45 yards. A lot going on here in this.
And the Colts, of course, next week against Alabama in their second game have plenty of things they can work on. They like their long pass coverage, the DB's long. And on offense, obviously the margin of victory is 2 kickoff returns. They got to get more out of their offense.
Maybe they should get the ball to Conyers a little bit more often.
Yeah,
even though he's already pretty much carried this team. Scored 2 of the touchdowns on kickoff returns. Didn't he score another one catching as well?
That's right.
Mack in motion. He's going to look to throw here is Little John. Dancing around, and he's thrown to the ground. Ball comes out. Did Atlanta get it back? I think they did.
Play's still alive.
Yeah.
It's going to be the end of the game.
Yeah, because they're still
fighting. What, are we playing rugby here? What's going on?
So the clock's expired. I don't know what the Furious were doing. I don't think the coaches are happy about it because they just wasted all the time off the clock. So that's the end of the ball game. Well, the Colts win it in their inaugural game, 32-18. And we'll see you again here and right back next week for the Alabama Empire. Not much of an empire in Alabama, but hey.
Well, we'll see next week.
Yeah, and great game tonight for the Colts, mainly Van Conyers Jr.
Yeah, with
Captain
2 kickoff returns.
Definitely earned that title as well.
Got 92 yards of kickoff returns for touchdowns, and of course the reception as well. Great game for him, and the defense playing well for most of the game, keeping the Colts out in front, and they're 1-0.
Yep, and every game matters in such a short season, considering the fact they only play about 6. So, yeah, it's gonna be a fun season. 2 more games next week, week after next, and then our last game will be June the 11th. All things permitting. And, yeah, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in right back here next week on the Pulse Sports Network at 7 p.m. as Palmetto will host Alabama. Good night.